Courtney Cox here with Rich Eisen on the set of the Rich Eisen Show in Minnesota for Super Bowl 52. Quite the view. A good setup for you.
Yeah, I mean, we just, every time I'm wondering if the building's still there. I come to work and there it is, and it's going to be, it really is incredible in there. It really is. We had a Thursday night football there last year between the Vikings and Cowboys, and it is worthy of the big game. It's going to be awesome.
And you've had kind of a jam-packed week already. It's already Wednesday, kind of crazy. You've had a lot of guests. Has there been anybody in particular that stood out for you?
Well, I know who I'm talking to, so I'll say Willie McGinnis, three-time Super Bowl champion, New England Patriot, man with a red jacket. It was fun having him here today and just having fun needling him about the so-called end of the dynasty that we all read about a couple of weeks ago, and I just love giving him the needle on that front. But I just love having people here, like JB Smoove was our correspondent for Media Night. We sent him in there to create the ruckus for a fourth straight year, and then just fixing him up with Steve Smith, mixing sports and entertainment's really what we're about. So we've got 3 more days here, Thursday, Friday, and then the day after Super Bowl 52.
Well, you did go to Michigan. It doesn't take long for people to realize that if they know who you are. Another guy went to Michigan that our fan base is definitely a fan of, Tom Brady. So for you, Tom Brady's back in the Super Bowl. Does that give a rooting interest there?
Well, I'll tell you what. When I went back to school there a couple years ago and just walked through the locker room seeing 2 photos of Tom Brady on the wall. Not 1, but 2. One from his day when he was at Michigan and one with his current day at New England, and it's only one of Bo Schembechler on the wall. You kind of get the idea of what Harbaugh is driving at, and he was one of Bo's boys. He was Bo's quarterback. So, the fact that Tom Brady has become the GOAT, the undisputed GOAT, if not of all quarterbacks, then of all time at any position, up there with the Jim Brown, Jerry Rice conversation, and that he's a Michigan guy, and we are grasping at anything right now to hold over the Ohio State University. Like, good luck trying to come up with somebody to just tussle with Tom Brady. He is just the pride of all things Wolverine.
Well, the Super Bowl is only a few days away. This isn't your first rodeo.
15th, actually.
15th. Okay, yeah. So you have your experience here. Where does Minnesota kind of rank with the Eagles-Pats matchup? Are the Eagles that big of an underdog against the Pats?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think they have the quintessential elements to try and beat New England, with the exception of a franchise quarterback. That's about the only thing that they're missing. They have a defense that can hunt Tom without needing to scheme their way to the quarterback. So, Brady is at his most effective when you blitz, and then he can pick you apart that way. They have members of the secondary that I think can hold their own. Although many people think that that's part of their weakest unit of their defense. They've got a running game that can keep Brady on the sidelines. And they've got, even though he's not a franchise quarterback, a red-hot QB who might be able to make a play in the fourth quarter. So I definitely, clearly, this is their toughest matchup they've had of the playoffs.
And 2 guys who are former Patriots that are going to be.
Yeah, I know, like Garrett Blunt and Chris Long, and Blunt's got a major chip on his shoulder for sure. And that's the part of the running game that can create some problems for New England on Sunday.
Any final predictions?
Well, I chose New England before the season.
Okay.
And I want to go home to a household that welcomes me home with open arms. And I am talking on Nesson. Yes. So I think the Patriots will win.
Smart man. Well, enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you.